St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and it isn't just for grown-ups. Everyone can have fun, including your kiddos.
Yes, celebrate the holiday in the kitchen with children and get some greens into their diet at the same time.
Yes, here to show us 3 ways to celebrate the holiday with green, kid-friendly foods is Bethany Frazier. She's a dietitian at Price Chopper. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Bethany.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so what are some easy ways grown-ups can get their kids into the kitchen with them?
So I have 3 small children, and I feel like I often need a little bit of magic or luck to get my kids. So St. Patrick's Day is really fitting. So we want to incorporate more things that they're interested in and that they can experience some of it. So something as simple as a smoothie is a great way to do it. So I made this mint chocolate chip smoothie. My children watched me put the leaves in. They call them leaves. They watched me put the leaves in. My daughter even sat there and like licked the leaves while she was putting them in.
Of course.
It's fine. She ate it. But this mint chocolate chip smoothie, you put spinach in and then the milk of your choice. You can add a little bit of maple syrup and then a banana. I add a little bit of ice. The ice helps to break up that spinach so the texture's a little bit better. And then I put in a banana and some cacao nibs. Cacao nibs give it that like mint chocolate chip ice cream texture. So it's really delicious to be able to mix it all together.
It's so pretty.
It is. So you mentioned your daughter watching you make this. Why is it important for parents to cook with their kids?
Well, because we want them to be able to not be intimidated by different foods. That's where when we try to sneak in vegetables, they are like, oh no, I know what's in there.
Yeah.
But when we incorporate and we show them what's in there, when we put it in a way that's less intimidating, like we might do in Veggie Tots. We know what a tater tot is, but I'm not as comfortable with broccoli or cauliflower. When they see it in that form, they're more likely to try it, be able to taste the textures and the different tastes, and they are more willing to try it again in a different form.
Now tell us why you're sneaking veggies into these tater tots and why we can, or why other ways, and any other ways we can do that.
Well, so this one's great for St. Patrick's Day because it's green, and that's one of the reasons we sneak it in. So you can always say to your kids like, oh, our little leprechaun friend came and turned our tater tots green today. So it's a great way to incorporate vegetables on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, okay.
So let's make some Veggie Tots. Are you ready?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay, so with our Veggie Tots, we're going to use broccoli and cauliflower, and I'm going to show you, I'm a mom, and so I got to save some money. And sometimes I have to buy the cauliflower full, but time is money. So what we're going to do is you peel off the leaves. I already peeled them off. You peel off the leaves of the cauliflower. You're going to use your mussels. You make sure your bag is zipped tight.
Zip tight. Okay.
Yes.
Zip
and
tight.
then you're going to take where the stem is, and you're going to slam it down hard.
Oh, right.
Use all your muscles. Do it hard. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh,
do it again. Do it again. You see it already broke out apart. There it is. So it broke that apart into all these nice little florets.
What a hack.
Super easy. And for a recipe like this, you don't need them to be perfect little florets. So you can add the broccoli and the cauliflower that would be steamed into your food processor.
All right. This is what we get?
This is what we get. So the way I make it, I usually just I use a little cookie scooper, and then I put it on the cookie sheet, and then I can form them into little tots, and you can either put them in your air fryer or you can bake them in the oven.
Interesting.
It smells really good. Like
It
I can smell all of the seasonings. It smells really good. So what are some of your tried and true ways to help kids eat their veggies?
Well, so we haven't talked about my last recipe, which is my pancakes, and this is actually my kids' favorite recipe. I put spinach in these pancakes just for St. Patrick's Day as well.
Yeah.
Right.
But you use oats and cottage cheese, which the oats and the cottage cheese are fiber and protein that help you stay full longer.
Sure.
If you'll notice, there's some flaxseed, there's some cinnamon, eggs, and then a little bit of vanilla, and you'll notice one ingredient is not in that. There's no sugar, there's no honey, there's no maple syrup, nothing. So the cinnamon pulls out the natural sweetness. And then I know my kids are going to come back and either put chocolate chips in their pancakes or they're going to drizzle it maple syrup. Drizzle is probably a generous thing, but they're going to use that, and so I don't worry about putting it in. And as an adult, I don't feel like it needs any extra sweetness. I think it's really delicious.
Well, all of this looks amazing.
Yes.
Adriana, I feel like you have your eyes on those pancakes right there.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to try this smoothie. Where can people go to get these recipes?
You can get these recipes and more green foods recipes for St. Patrick's Day at mypriceshopper.com.
Awesome. Bethany, thank you, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks.
All right, to see these recipes again, make sure you visit mypriceshopper.com and tune in every Wednesday as we bring you a new recipe in our Price Chopper kitchen.
While visiting mypriceshopper.com, you'll see some great deals that includes KC Pride 10-ounce KC strip steaks, Dole chopped salads, pork butt roast, best choice shredded or chunk cheese. You can see this week's deals on your screen. These prices are valid through March 21st, which is next Tuesday.